Roger.
Hey,
Day 3?
day 3. We're gonna go do Avatar. Avatar.
You're about to experience a ceremony that's very special to the Na'vi, flying on the back of an Ikran, or as we call it, a banshee. To the Na'vi, connecting to an Ikran and flying on its back is an incredibly important rite of passage they call Ikni Maya. With permission from the Na'vi and in partnership with Alpha Centauri Expeditions, we can now bring this amazing experience to you. The way you'll be able to fly is by linking to an avatar that's already on the back of an Ikran. Let's see how this works.
We establish a link using powerful psionic amplification equipment. A human driver is connected to an avatar, which can be physically hundreds of kilometers away.
Once the link takes place, you will be connected to your avatar and sitting on the back of an Ikran. It'll feel like you're really there. Moments later, you begin your flight. The Na'vi guide will lead you out. You'll experience the breathtaking beauty of Pandora, but you might also face some of its greatest challenges. Some of this flight might be intense, but trust your guide and be brave. As the Na'vi say during this important rite of passage, Sivak Ho, rise to the challenge. Good luck.
now.
Little feeties.
Valuables unloaded before you reach our stroller parking area.
Obviously, a hippo's habitat is going to be in the water, but they do like to take breaks like this out here. The word hippopotamus actually translates in Latin to water horse. A couple more hippos, as well as the baby in the middle out there on the left. She's kind of nestled between the blue. That baby's about 6 months old, I believe. Actually, a little older right now. When she was born, she was around 85 pounds and about the same size as a football, so she has been growing up big and strong. Out there on the left, we're seeing the Nile crocodile. Do me a favor and keep an eye on those guys for me as we cross this bridge.
No, that one's moving.
I just passed the zebra. We're also seeing those wildebeest. They are one of the largest herding animals, grouping together in herds of about 1.5 million at a time. Just behind those wildebeest are those springbok laying down, those little tiny guys. They get that name springbok from the way they spring up into the air in comparison. So if they had that square pattern, then I'd be calling them the reticulated giraffe. Now a herd of giraffe, when they're all standing still like this, is called a tower. But if they were all moving across the savannah on a very big journey, then we call that a journey. Looks like we're pretty lucky today with 2 elephants on that right side. Now if you can't tell by the size of an elephant, they do eat a lot. They can spend it all. The baobab tree is also known as the tree of life, very similar to the one that you saw walking into the park today. Now it gets that nickname from all the water that is stored inside these trees. Africa goes through a 9-month drought, so to survive that drought, this tree will store as much water as possible. Between these two trees on our left side, towards the middle of that hill, you're going to see a cheetah laying down, taking a nice little nap. Now cheetahs, they are natural sprinters. They can go about 0 to 60 miles an hour within 3 seconds. Now those females are the hunters of the group. They will go out and hunt. Meanwhile, the male tends to stay at home with the cubs to protect them. That is a very big task for the male because within a pride, there can be anywhere between 20 to 30 lions, most of which are going to be made up of the cubs. Warthogs are pretty smart, they just don't have the best eyesight, so they have to rely on their snout to sniff around and figure out all of their surroundings. So these guys on our left are going to be the Nigerian dwarf goat. They look pretty small, but that's about how big they get as adults. They are super handy. They tend to eat a lot more vegetation than other livestock, things like twigs and branches and leaves, and they also produce milk. So for how small and compact they are super helpful and a great alternative to larger cattle that can take up more space and more resources.
Sriracha. What's up?
How's it going?
It's going. It's cold.
It is cold. In Florida.
That's okay.
Good evening. Tonight we gather in a most enchanted place, one overflowing with the magic of dreams come true. Those who venture here filled with hope in search of this magic, leave inspired, changed by they discover. If you dare to evolve from this journey, you too will find what you seek, and perhaps something even greater.